Good afternoon, tubers. Matt M. Roy back again. Well, you can probably see I've been outside. My transitions are in full force. There we go. I'll just go ahead and adjust my seat a little bit. See, this is the 26th of October 2017. And by now you guys have probably seen the lentil video I put up, homemade lentil soup, which came out really well, by the way. I was so impressed at how that tastes every time. I usually tweak it a little bit each time just to make it taste slightly different, but every time I do it, it seems to come out better and better. I just left the thrift store here where there was a little bit of an issue. I had walked back to the electronics section, and as I was getting ready to look at a couple of the monitors they put out, I went and turned because I heard something start to fall. As I turned, a mattress this guy was looking at had tilted, and it just tapped a woman's that was there, her arm, just like her shoulder, upper arm area, and she went ballistic. She's talking about how she's going to sue the guy, how he's got to pay for her hospital bills. The woman wasn't even hurt. I can't even attest that it actually touched her arm. I think what it did is just tapped it because he grabbed it really quick. And this gentleman had a cane, so he was lucky he could get it as fast as he did. Well, she's starting to go nuts. She's got like a crazy look in her eyes. So I go over there and I try to calm the situation down. Then she starts yelling at me, and then I'm like, you know what, lady, just go. You know, you could tell that she was just not in the mood to talk. I wouldn't have been surprised if she was on something, because she was just way off the wall. Sitting there, she was cussing at him, and the sad part is she had her probably 4 or 5 year old granddaughter with her. So not only is she giving this guy a bad day, she's got to have her little granddaughter hear all that nasty, foul, disgusting language coming out of her grandmother's mouth. I tell you, people sometimes just make me sick to my stomach, and I wasn't even going to vlog today, but I wanted to just kind of share this with you. Hope I don't put anybody else's day down, but you know what? When you have situations like that, sometimes it's just best to leave it alone. I stepped in because I was afraid she was actually going to attack this guy. She had this crazy, mad look in her eye, like a cheetah that's ready to attack somebody, and I just went over there to try to defuse the situation, and luckily she finally stepped down after giving me a few choice words, which I'm not going to repeat on this channel. But you kind of gotta read the situation, and that's kind of one of my problems. I'm not very good at reading people, so I tend to sometimes do the wrong thing in social situations. But this time, I think I did the right thing, because I just didn't want to leave him alone to deal with her. And by that time, after she was done yelling at me, the manager came out, a few of the workers. They moved the mattress away, because I'll be honest with you, the problem was where the mattress was. They used to have them against the wall, but now they were sitting like in the middle of the aisle where the furniture area. It was 2 twin mattresses. I think they went to a, let me rephrase that. They were 2 box springs, but they were twin size, so probably went to a king bed originally. They had one on either side, but the problem was the one on the left side where it fell was over the center point. In other words, it was probably maybe 40 degrees that way, when the other one was maybe only 30 degrees. So the center of gravity kind of made it easy for it to fall. So a lot of things went into the situation, but you know what? In the end, she did not need to act that way. That was totally uncalled for. It was completely an accident, and at the end of the day, she was not hurt. So I'm going to pause the vlog for a little bit. I'm going to try to cool off a little bit myself. Maybe say a prayer for her, and I did when I was in there. I actually did say a prayer for her, because let's face it, she's the one that needs to be prayed for, not the other gentleman. Pause this vlog, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, we're here at Dairy Queen. This is the trunk or treat night. Well, it's not actually on Halloween this time, because it didn't fall on that Thursday, or on Halloween didn't fall on Thursday, so we're gonna do it today. And then of course Halloween, I think, is Tuesday. But we got a lot of people here. I can't film it because they've already got like 2 or 3 people playing Halloween music, spooky sounds, including my father. Yeah, that's right. He's got that going on. I'm out with Don again today. We actually ate out twice, but I was really good. Here, I was getting really hungry. I just had a single cheeseburger was only about 360 calories, and that was really good for lunch. For lunch, we went to Applebee's, and I had the grilled chicken and shrimp dinner. Well, actually, it was the lunch portion, but basically a grilled chicken breast with some sautéed shrimp and some roasted red potatoes, and of those I only ate about half of the potatoes, and that was about 640 calories. So between the two, I've only actually had about 1,000 calories, not including what I had for breakfast. That was probably another 500. So I'm probably at about 1,500 calories for the day. So that's still pretty good. So you can eat out and you can eat healthy and not have to worry about, you know, overindulging yourself. But of course, it is best to make your own food because you know what's actually gone in it. And starting tomorrow, we're not going to be eating out at all. Tomorrow, I'm going to go back on my oatmeal regimen. For breakfast is usually when I have the biggest meal. I'll probably have usually have something like a roll and cheese, and that's when I have my carbs too. Then for lunch, I'll probably have some of the lentil soup, maybe a wrap, and then for dinner, I'll probably have the oatmeal, and that'll be it. No snacking, nothing. And that, my friends, is how you're going to lose weight. We're going to enjoy the rest of this day. I'm going to end the vlog here. I know it's going to be a super short one today, but you know what? I need to spend some time with some family and friends. Hope you guys are enjoying these. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody. Good morning, tubers. Well, it is quite a few days later. This is the 30th of October, 2017. Sorry I haven't been with you guys much lately. I've just been really busy, knocking it out with the exercising, working on some stuff around the house, trying to get some more of those computers done. Let me readjust this. Matter of fact, I wound up getting about 2 more computers done with SSDs. We're going to see how well those sell. I keep getting people asking me, you're getting computers with solid-state hard drives. Well, now I got 2 of them in. Wound up getting the Tech Group's L5 120 gigabyte solid-state hard drives online. Got these on eBay, well, through eBay, but they're actually from Newegg. And they were about $50 a piece. And stuck those in and just finished with those, and man, does that make those Dell Optiplex 390s fast as you know what. Right now, I'll show you when I get home. I'll show you the one I have downstairs. It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's the Core i3 2nd gen. I think it's a 2120 in that one. And whereas with the conventional hard drive, it took about a minute to fully load, this takes about 20 seconds at most. So really quick. Whoever gets these 2 computers is absolutely going to love them. And I think what I'm going to do is, if these sell well, I'm going to try to do more with SSDs in the future. Now, I'm not going to build them all with SSDs because, let's face it, there are people out there that just do not need the speed of solid-state hard drives, just want a basic system. But for those of you that are computer gurus like I am, that know how fast a computer can be, believe me, they're going to want those SSDs. Wow. The way the sun's hitting me, I know I'm getting a little bit of a shadow. I should be out of that in just a minute. And other than that, not too much else going on. We're going to do our bike ride later on today. Mom, unfortunately, has to go to a funeral for her ex-boss. I'm not going to really go into that, but it was very unexpected. So that's going to be kind of a somber day for her today. I'm going to pause the vlog until we get some better lighting here, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, tubers, so just left Dollar Tree. Actually got those big things of the awesome oxygen cleaner in. So if you guys have been waiting for those, go ahead and check them out. It's the orange scented one, and it's like twice the size. I think it's 32 ounces instead of 16 ounces. So they usually get those in for a limited time. Make sure you guys pick them up as soon as you can. Had to get some other laundry detergent and a few of those coffee cups. Heading down to the thrift store, and I am still walking, trying to get a lot of extra exercise, and we are going to do a bike ride later today. So if you don't see me upload a lot of steps to Facebook today, that's because we bike rode instead of walked. So I'm going to pause the vlog for a few more minutes, see if we find anything in the thrift store, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, I'm here in the thrift store, and I want to show you guys something. I saw this Sony VHS DVD recorder. See, it's model RDR VX515. Now, these are selling on eBay for like $80, $90, and normally I would pick this one up, but as you can see, this thing has definitely seen a hard life. It's got a lot of scratches. I'm guessing somebody probably use this in some type of rack mount system. You can see it's got Velcro here. And of course, if you look inside here, you can see that it's really, really dusty. Like I can kind of put my finger there and I'm actually getting bits of dust on it. So I think I'll pass on this one. But if you guys ever see stuff like this, these DVD, VCR recorders, especially ones that have the built-in tuners like this, they're usually worth picking up as long as they're in decent shape. But I think I'm going to pass, like I said, on this one. This one looks like it's just led too hard of a life. And then you can pause the video if you want to read that model number. This is one is still fairly valuable, in good condition. All right, tubers. So I've had a lot of people requesting that I show them one of these Optiplex 390s that I modded with the SSD. And it's really not that hard to do, but I'm going to show you something that's kind of unfortunate with the way they design these. Let me go ahead and open the side up here. As you can see, I have the SSD residing down here where the hard drives are supposed to go. And I was actually able to get it to fit into one of the hard drive caddies here. It took a little bit of doing. Basically, what I had to do is shave a little bit off of each of these standoff screws because they didn't really want to fit into the cage very well. And finally, when I did that, I was able to get it to fit in there. The only problem is once you fit the SSD in there, you really can't put the other hard drive in because the SSD is recessed way too much in the caddy, and there isn't enough room to hook both power cables up. In other words, if you put the other hard drive in there, the one power cable would not reach. So the only option I had at that point was to go ahead and stick the conventional hard drive up here, and that actually worked out pretty well. Was able to stick one screw in there, and it's in there pretty tight. I mean, it can wiggle around a little bit, but let's face it, when you have a desktop, it's not like a laptop, you're carrying it with you everywhere, so that should be good enough. Bunch of you are probably going to say, well, Matt, how come you didn't just put the SSD up there? Main reason I didn't do that is the SSD 2.5-inch to 3.5-inch adapter, or caddy as you like to call it, does not have the strongest metal on there, and I tried screwing it in there, and I would still only be able to hold in with one screw, and with one screw in there, it was just way too loose, so I figured this was the best option. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. I want to go ahead and do a boot time, show you guys exactly how fast this particular SSD boots on this computer. It is really impressive. All right, so let's go ahead and count this out. I am going to be doing it, starting the count right after the post screen ends. So go ahead and look at the monitor here. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, and it's booted. About 7 seconds to boot. It's absolutely amazing how much faster it is. And remember, this is only a 2nd gen Core i3, so the SSD really, really helps with the speed. Here's the way I have it set up. The SSD, of course, is the boot drive. It's 120 gigabyte, which Windows looks like it takes 10 gigabytes on this one. I believe this one's a Team Groups L5 SSD. And then I have the 1 terabyte standard hard drive. But it really is amazing, guys, how much faster it is. I mean, just opening up something as simple as Chrome, you get it open so much quicker. And I can open up, let's just open up Microsoft Word really quickly. And bam, so much quicker than a conventional hard drive. And even something like shutting it down is much quicker. You can see it's off. So would I recommend getting an SSD? Yes, as long as you're not moving a lot of files around, because that is what kills solid state hard drives. Writing, deleting, and rewriting files, because they only have a certain amount of cycles before the SSD itself goes bad. The actual memory in there cannot be written to. All right, tubers, I'm going to end this multi-day vlog here. I hope you guys are really enjoying these. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.